Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Weekly Win. My name is Ken, and I'm joined with my co-host here, Tim.
Hello, everyone.
I think we have a fascinating topic on tap for you today. We have Facebook, the idea of extremism, and canning things. Ooh, being prepared.
Ken, have you
All
earned your
right.
red check mark yet?
No, I am not what they would refer to as a Facebook extremist. I
Oh,
don't
why
really,
not?
I don't really use it.
Oh, that's
I use
fair.
it to make fun of them, ironically enough.
You got to earn that
I
red check
harvest the
mark.
memes. No, I don't think I'm earning a red check mark. I'm just harvesting memes and passing them along. I'm a meme distributor.
I don't know. Memes are illegal now, so.
Yeah, if you live in the EU,
All
yuck.
right, but so Ken, tell me what you got about Facebook extremism.
Yeah, so there's a meme that's been floating around. I'm sure plenty of you have seen it by now. Uh, Facebook. I, how do I want to say this? They added like the extremism label, whatever that might be. I didn't really pay attention to it. I just laughed at it because it's ridiculous. They attached that to an article about canning food in one of a large Facebook group of people who wanted to like share recipes and share ideas on how to can and stuff. So that's really hilarious to me. Oh my gosh. Facebook could not have missed this any harder if they wanted to.
You'd be surprised.
So I hear you actually know a little bit about canning, like the process, what it is, and some of
Yeah,
the things you can make.
a bit. So I was raised. My grandparents had like small fruit and vegetable farms essentially, and so I was taught how to can because my grandma would always can whatever was left over. And essentially, you take it, put it in the jar, and then you boil the jar. You put the jar in boiling water until it seals itself, and then you pop it out. It's a few minutes. And then like if you're pickling something, then you put in the right stuff to pickle, but of which I don't remember anymore. It's been too many years. But yeah, it's not a hard process. It's just to can like a large batch of food, you're looking at a couple hours.
Well, thank you, Facebook, for combating this terrible, terrible bout of extremism.
Yeah, we don't
How
want people
dare the
canning.
peasants? Absolutely not. How dare the peasants think they can be prepared for anything? This is ridiculous. Thank you, Facebook, for taking the initiative and trying to take these people down a peg.
Thanks, Zuckerberg. We needed it.
We appreciate it. On the topic of preparedness, though, you mentioned it. You lived on a property that had small fruit and vegetable like patches and stuff.
Yeah,
How much did that benefit like your health and
I
like your
mean,
finances and stuff? Do you even know?
I wouldn't have any reasonable numbers, but I could tell you that there is something nice about having fresh fruits and vegetables when you're making, especially because we did a lot of Italian cooking.
Mm,
Having stuff like fresh tomatoes, fresh beans, it does it is a lot nicer. It's a lot of effort, but it's a lot nicer for sure.
mm. So you would definitely say that it is worth the labor that you put in?
Yeah, if you cook a lot. If you don't, then obviously it doesn't make any difference to you, but if you're a person who likes to cook, it is 100% worth it.
So city slickers, you can click off this video now. We're gonna talk about some other stuff you probably don't care about.
Like
For the
freedom.
rest of you, yeah, like freedom. I like freedom. For the rest of you who want to be prepared for any event in the future, I have a couple of tips for you. See, your boy here is deathly terrified of getting EMP'd for whatever reason.
You played too much Modern
I just
Warfare.
it is, man. It's too much of that Modern Warfare, dude. Dude, I don't know.
Oh, oh no, my
Like
hollow
seriously,
sight's not working, guys.
people just aren't prepared for an EMP attack that'll blow out their electronics and render them useless. Because that's what an EMP does. It fries your electronics. It makes it so they're unusable.
Yeah.
So, what some people have done, some fancy egghead scientists, they have developed something known as a Faraday cage. I know very little about it beyond what I'm about to explain, so take this with a grain of salt. But essentially, you set up some sort of a device. Like they'll use their microwaves or like tin foil sometimes, and they will basically like not wrap, but in the case of tinfoil, you do have to wrap your electronics, but like you want to get whatever your cage is around the electronics you want to protect. And the idea is the cage sort of reflects almost like anything that's coming in electromagnetic, which would thus protect your phones from being fried from an EMP attack. Um,
Interesting.
yes, I see online that there's books on actually how to completely do that to a room in your house. So that way, in the event of such an EMP attack, you would still have communications to the outside world.
Yeah, that would definitely be something to have, like a backup generator and back like your main internet and radio supplies in there. That is something I never knew about, but something I would gladly look into whenever I own a house.
Yeah, that's oof, man. I looked into that for about 5 minutes, and then all the sciencey stuff started swirling around for me. I kind of called it quits, but
Really,
I
because
got
that's up your
the
alley.
gist of it. It used to be. It used to be. I only managed to hold so much because it deals with electronics, and I kind of already got an idea of how they work.
Well, electronics aren't hard. You plug something in and it turns on, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally.
That I don't know much about electronics besides they work and I can break them very easily.
Yeah, it's all right. I know even how to make those 7 segment displays on the vending machines. I know how to
Yeah,
make those appear with whatever you want. Took a class
nice.
for that. That was a real pain.
The good old days.
One last thing that I'd like to hit here, and we're probably gonna go over time, but that's whatever.
It's our
Is
show. We can do what we want.
we're doing it anyway. is is the rise of I think it's hydroponics, but it might be aquaponics. Whatever. The weird ponics thing that you raise fish with vegetables and stuff. That's going to be huge, especially when it kind of gets optimized, so that way urbanites can use it, and it'll be even greater when we can figure out how to build that stuff vertically.
Yeah, it's
But
very.
you
It
know,
is got a bit of a following down here in Oklahoma. Fun fact, just by a quick Google
yeah,
search while we were talking.
yeah. Most of the time, people will do aquaponics to raise specific fish, or they want to raise a specific plant, like the devil's lettuce or some real lettuce.
I like one of those more than the other, but that's a topic for a different short.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, look forward to that one day. Anyway, guys, go look into all these different things to be more prepared for any future disasters.
Well, Ken, as always, it's always fun to hear what you've got to say about things like this. I do appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, on that, I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for listening, and God bless.